Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Adeptus Titanicus Mechanicum Cerastus Knights Atrapos models from Forge World. They're in this box right here, along with a load of other Adeptus Titanicus miniatures. All of the miniatures in here pretty much have been donated to the channel by Ed. He is the guy that donated the Black Templars box set last year, so thank you so much, Ed. All of these upcoming sort of 10-12 videos are thanks to you and your kind generosity. So it would be nice to see a couple of comments down below showing your thanks to this awesome guy. So let's unbox this and we'll have a look at these Adeptus Titanicus. This pretty much completes my Adeptus Titanicus collection. Anyway, you get this packaging, which is, I guess, an improvement over the previous one for recycling anyway. However, it's going to be difficult to reuse that. That's the one great thing about bubble wrap is, you know, you can put it in a box somewhere and you can use it for other stuff. Anyway, what do we have here? We've got an Ursus Claw, because I need one for the other Warhound. We've got a very dusty, don't know if you can see that, look at that. Crazy. Don't even clean the boxes, just throw this in here. So you've got the Mechanicum Knights Moirax. You've got the Armiger Knights Helverins. You've got the Knights Magira. The Styrics, and what you probably clicked on the video for, the Knights Atrapos. Now, I'm not a massive fan of having all these knights from Forge World and in resin. I much would have rather them, you know, Games Workshop paid a bit more money and got the plastic molds and things, you know, for them, much like they did with most of the other Adeptus Titanicus range, and keep it all plastic. Maybe some of the weapon options, you know, like the shock lance and some of the Warlord and Reaver weapons and things, I get that, that's fine. But the actual knights themselves, the knights themselves, I would have preferred them to be plastic, because they've done it already. This is a thing, these Knight Atrapos, they've already got the Lancers and the Acherons and the Castigators, haven't they, for Adeptus Titanicus in plastic. Yeah, if their excuse for these was they could only make them in resin because of the studs on the shoulder pauldrons, I don't know about that. Anyway, let's unbox these. As I say, this box set will set you back £44, which is quite a large amount of money when you think about it, just for two little knights. Well, okay, they're Cerastus sized knights, but still, compared to Games Workshop plastic variant, which are £21 for two. So there you go, there's £10.50 or £22. It's more than a double price increase. Even more so when you look at the Acheron and Castigator box set for £42.50. You're getting double the amount of Cerastus Knights there for a cheaper price as well. But you know, if you do like Adeptus Titanicus and you do like the Atrapos Knights, then you know, at the moment this is the only way. This is the instruction guide you get for them. Pretty straightforward. You get a left leg 2 and a left leg 1. So I think that's the way that they can only go, because I mean, if you put the right leg where the right leg 2 was, then you'd have like both legs like backwards, if that makes sense. But at least you can move the arms about and the torsos. You swivel them a little bit. We're going to have a bit of a play in posing these, but like the plastic counterparts, the legs are going to be you know, in a single pose. This is the banner that you get, the little card. Goes through the weapons. You've got the Atrapos Las Cutter, and you've got this Graviton Singularity Cannon. This is the clamshell, very small, look, £44, very, very small. So let's just undo this. There we go. So checked by ZM, 17th of February. So you know, a good couple of months ago. And these are all of the parts. So you've got the torsos there with the armour already kind of attached, and you've got the rear as well. In the full scale model, this would consist of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, maybe 7 each. So they're the 2 torsos, they're both exactly the same. You've got the 2 carapaces. Again, lots of rivets, same kind of detail as the Asterius, which I've recently unboxed. But yeah, plenty of detail on the top for both of those. You've got the arms, they're all the same. Doesn't matter left or right, they are the same. They are a number of parts in the resin kit. You get 2 bases. I think they're the 50mm, I would want to say. Yeah, they're too big to be 40s. You've got the Singularity Cannon, which is the main weapon that you'd be using. Loads of detail on this, I like this. A bit of flash though to cut out, it's going to be a slight pain. Of course, working with resin, all of this is going to go into like a warm bubble bath for a few hours to get rid of the releasing agent. It looks very matte in its finish, but I would always wash and clean the parts anyway. So these are 2 of the legs, they look very nice. The armour panel is on them. Again, on the full size kit, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, probably about 11, 12 parts maybe, each leg, or lower leg. And you've got the other legs in different positions too. And you've got the 2 las cutters. Very nice, a lot of detail on those, fantastic. And then one of the sets of legs and hips, again a number of parts these would consist of in the full size kit. And then another set of legs and hips, those 2. And then we've got a couple of heads. Now these are both exactly the same heads. Would have been nice if they had a different one, but it seems like they've duplicated everything in this resin set, except for the legs and the hips. But they've duplicated as much as they possibly can. You know, the heads, the torsos, the carapace, the weapons, and the arms. It's just, as I say, the legs and the hips. So these that they haven't duplicated, because if you look at the kind of leg direction, they're different. They're different but opposite, if that makes sense. So they're the same, but just right leg forward instead of left leg forward. And I think probably the same for these feet too. Well, actually, looking at it, no, they've just simply duplicated them. Interesting. Okay, so these are the only 2 kind of unique parts then, and they've just reversed them. Okay, there you go. Well, hope that helps. They are all the parts for the Knights Atrapos for Adeptus Titanicus. What do you guys think? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.